Sorry, I didn't know I was going to be standing next to him, so I got a little nervous. I believe that once you've heard his message, that you will join me in supporting him, because he is the candidate that is talking about Ronald Reagan's 3 legs to the Republican stool: strong families, strong military, and a strong economy.
That's good enough.
I'm sorry. Each of you should have one of these supporter cards, and if you can go ahead and fill out your name and your information right now. After you've heard Governor Romney's positive message, I hope you'll go ahead and check one of the boxes at the top to help support him. He has been committed to the process here, and we need your support at the caucuses, and we especially need your support in your precinct. And if you're interested in rounding up supporters or hanging up signs, please sign up to be a precinct captain. He has been committed to the process here in Iowa, and I hope as first in the nation voters that we will take that commitment to our process seriously. Governor Romney is our president. I'm so sorry. I'd be fine if he wasn't standing next to me. This is the next president of the United States. So, no, please help me join me in giving a warm Fort Madison welcome to the next president of the United States.
That was wonderful. I enjoyed that. That was a wonderful introduction. It really was. And I appreciate the chance to have a little, if you will, synopsis of the things I stand for. And I appreciate seeing these yellow shirts here. That means people were out at the Ames Straw Poll. That's a bit of a hike from here. What does it take? About 2.5 hours to get, 3 hours to get to? Do I hear 3.5, 3.5? That's something important. Your bus broke down. Holy cow, isn't that something? Well, thanks for making the hall. It really makes a difference. And I was proud to participate in the process. Delighted to have won in Ames. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be real close in my view. By the time we get finished with the caucuses, everybody's going to come on strong in their own way, bring their own teams together. But I'm lucky that a lot of those guys and gals that came to help me in Ames are going to be with me again. And I just want to say thank you to you in advance for all your work. So, yeah, sorry, in the parking lot. Now you're here. He's finding his seat. I didn't expect to be doing this in my life. I didn't know I'd be running for president. I mean, I was just an ordinary guy in high school and enjoying myself. I met a girl in the sophomore class while I was a senior, who I thought was kind of cool, and we're still going steady. And she and I have 5 sons and 5 daughters-in-law and 10 grandkids. And so family for us is critical. We've learned that a mom and a dad giving of their time and their energy to their kids can make. Is that Judith calling? No, I'm sorry. A family can have an enormous impact on developing the kind of values and the strengths of character that an individual needs to be successful in the world today. And so I'm a big believer in strengthening our families. And a big part of why I'm in this race is to do a better job helping to give families the support they need to be strong and to be able to stand up to the challenges we face. I gave a speech about a week ago to the Values Voters Summit in Washington, D.C., and laid out 12 things a president can do to strengthen families. And I won't tell you all 12 because you have other things to do today. But I can tell you that at the top of my list is to make sure that we teach our kids that before they have babies, they should get married. That marriage comes first. I also wanted to underscore what marriage is. Marriage is a relationship between a man and a woman. And right now there are probably 4 people that I'm trying to think about who all the leaders are in the race here in Iowa. But among Senator McCain and Fred Thompson and Mayor Giuliani and myself, there's only one who's in favor of a federal amendment to protect marriage, and that's me. I want marriage to be between a man and a woman. And if you care about that, that's worthwhile. Now, beyond building strong families, we also have to build a strong economy. And how do you do that? Well, Hillary Clinton has her ideas. Her view is we need to raise taxes. We need to raise Social Security taxes, income taxes, the death tax, and then Charlie Rangel, the Democrat congressman, just came out with a plan yesterday saying let's put a new tax increase in place, a 4% surcharge on taxes, would be the largest tax increase in the history of the country, and you know that Hillary Clinton would sign that too if it made it through Congress. She likes to raise taxes because she thinks that things get better if you raise people's taxes. In my view, the worst thing you can do to an economy is take money away from individuals, from entrepreneurs, from investors, and give it to government. And so I want to keep our taxes down. I want to make the Bush tax cuts permanent. I want to kill the death tax once and for all. I have a special savings plan, by the way. And the savings plan is this: for people in this country making $200,000 a year and less, and that's almost everybody in the country. The new tax rate on your savings, that's your interest from the bank or dividends from stocks or from mutual funds, capital gains, the new tax rate would be absolutely zero. And that's to allow people to save for their retirement, for the down payment in a home, for education for children. Let's keep our taxes down. How else do you strengthen the economy? Well, you strengthen the economy by getting us off of foreign oil. It makes no sense for us to keep sending $1 billion every day. Think of that. $1 billion every day leaves our country and goes to other countries to buy oil from them. And in a lot of cases, like in the case of Ahmadinejad or Putin or Chavez, they use that money against us. It makes no sense at all for our foreign policy or for our economy, or for that matter, it doesn't make a lot of sense for our environment to be using that much oil. We can become energy independent, and I want to do exactly that. I want to have biodiesel, biofuel, ethanol, nuclear power, liquefied coal, gasified coal, all sorts of sources that are not CO2 emitting. And at the same time, I want us to become more efficient in our use of energy, in our cars, in our homes, in our businesses. We can become energy independent. There's another way we strengthen our economy, and that's solving the immigration problem we have. We like legal immigration, but we've got to stop illegal immigration. And when I was governor, each governor gets a series of questions that are brought to you. One is, should we give driver's licenses to illegal aliens? And my answer was no. And I just heard today, I didn't understand this, but with regards to another issue. One was, are we going to give in-state tuition breaks to illegal aliens? Doesn't sound very good, does it? Well, when I was governor, that was brought to they passed a law saying we're going to give in-state tuition breaks to illegal aliens, and I vetoed that. Now, the other people have a different view. Governor Huckabee, who's running for president also, he signed that. He wanted in-state tuition breaks for illegal aliens in his state. I think that's the wrong way to go. So if you want to strengthen the economy, in my view, you welcome legal immigrants, but you say no to illegal immigration. Now, how else do we strengthen our economy? And that is get government to spend less money. I fought very hard using my line out of veto to try and rein in excessive spending. One of the folks running for president on the Republican side, Mayor Giuliani, fought the line out of veto all the way to the Supreme Court. I think that's a mistake. The best tool a governor has and the best tool a president has to rein in excessive spending is that line out of veto. So strong families, strong economy, and strong military. How are we going to strengthen our military in this country? I believe we need to add about 100,000 troops or more to our active duty personnel. I also believe that we're going to have to buy new equipment and armament to make sure that these men and women have the equipment they need to be successful on the battlefield, and also the care they deserve when they come home. We got some real challenges around the world. I think during the Clinton years, there was this view that somehow, once we won the Cold War, that there was no more evil in the world. We really didn't need to have a strong military. And so President Clinton reduced the size of our armed forces from 2 million to 1.5 million. He took 80 ships out of the Navy. He cut our Air Force 25%. He took what some have called a holiday from history, assuming that bad things won't happen again. Well, there are still bad things in the world and bad people in the world. And it's essential for America to have a strong military. And to have a strong military, you have to have a strong economy. And to have a strong economy, you have to have strong families, where kids are learning about the values of education and hard work and sacrifice and patriotism. These are things they learn with their moms and dads' teachings. And so my campaign is about strengthening America. You got a lot of people to take a look at. Republicans and Democrats. My guess is most of you here are Republicans. So you're looking at each of us. And we have different views on some of these issues and very different track records.